What is going on, guys? Today I want to talk about how I lost 15 kgs in 4 months this year. I want to share my experience and maybe you can use my tips and my how I did it, the way I did it to your own cut. So let's dive into it. I want to talk about the most important thing in any diet, that is consistency. I think it's very important to stay consistent and like a calorie deficit when you're in a cut, because it's the key driver to the progress you make in your cut. Because you can have the perfect diet, but if you can't stick to it, or you don't stay in the calorie deficit for too long, you actually won't reach your goals. That's the most important thing to my eyes. Second most important thing is, of course, the diet, how you approach it. I personally used intermittent fasting as a tool to stay in a calorie deficit. That means skipping out my breakfast, because it makes it much easier to eat big meals, more satisfying meals. And myself personally, I enjoyed more calories in the evening than I did in the morning, because in the morning when I just woke up, I didn't have much appetite, to be honest. So that's why I used intermittent fasting as a tool to stay in calorie deficit. Other tricks I used to limit my calories are eating more high volume meals, more unprocessed food, because those will actually fill you up for longer. I drink way more water than I used to, because it fills your stomach up and it makes you less hungry. Those are the tools I use to stay in the calorie deficit. And I also avoided liquid calories, because those don't fill you up that much, but still contain calories like in solid foods. And that's why I used all of those protocols in my diet. Most of the stuff, it's straightforward, everyone uses it, so it's nothing new, to be honest. My training, I did adjust my training a bit. I followed a more high volume approach. Beforehand I did more low volume strength focused stuff. I followed a push-pull legs program twice a week. That means I train my chest, shoulders, triceps twice a week, my back and biceps twice a week, and my quads, calves and hamstrings twice a week. I did up the volume, like I added more sets and reps, because they will actually make you burn more calories. And I also introduced more supersets to my routine, because those supersets will actually elevate your heart rate and burn more calories, because your body needs more oxygen to function. That was my training. Supplements. I didn't use that many supplements, because I don't really believe in supplements. I occasionally use whey protein. Like, for example, when I'm too lazy to cook up my chicken, I just throw in a scoop in my shaker and then shake it up. And then you have a high quality protein source at your reach. I used creatine, because it's actually scientifically proven to raise your strength quite a percentage. I don't know for sure if it's that much of a deal, creatine, but I chose to use it. I also use pre-workout, because I still go to school, I have work. Sometimes I have very long days at school, and then I come home, eat, and then go to the gym in the evening. That's why I sometimes use pre-workout, and it gives me a nice feeling of burn, and pump is getting better each time. So that's why I chose to use pre-workout. So those are my three subs I used: creatine, protein, pre-workouts. Then talk about rest. I did 1 day of rest a week, but it's very important to sleep enough, because in your sleep your body actually recovers and grows the most. Like of course it's much easier for your body to grow in such a state when your mind isn't busy, your whole body is at rest. So it's much more efficient to grow that way than to be busy, or your body is moving. That's a less ideal state to grow in. So that's why sleep is very important. The biggest tip I can give to someone who's cutting currently or does want to do a cut is to enjoy the process, because it's very motivating to see your own body in the mirror every day, and like see all the small cuts get bigger, like see more details in your abs, and you will actually look much better like when you're shirtless, when you're cutting. But I must admit, I do look less impressive in clothes, of course, because I'm way smaller than I was at the peak of my bulk when I was 85 kgs. I looked much bigger back then. But that was my experience cutting. I mean, it hasn't been like very easy for me, because I'm the kind of person that goes to out to eat a lot with friends, with family. So I had to skip out on those occasions sometimes. It was pretty hard, but I found my balance in the process, and I did go out and party sometimes, because it's very important to actually have balance in your life. Like you can have the perfect diet and perfect body, but if you don't go out with your friends, what's even the use of that aesthetic body? So that's my philosophy. I hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed yet, please do. And I hope you found this video informational. I hope you can use it yourself when you're cutting yourself, and see you next time. Peace.